I was grinding coffee when my phone buzzed like a hornet. From Mira. "You are not coming with us to Europe. My mother prefers this to be a family vacation only." No call, no conversation, a text. Our suitcases were by the door, 2 of hers, 1 of mine. The itinerary I'd color-coded for months sat under a magnet on the fridge. Rome, Florence, Paris, the works, and I'd just been uninvited from the trip I planned and paid for. That single word, family, hit harder than the rest. After 4 years of marriage and $700,000 wired into her failing travel business, apparently, I was still the outsider. How we got here. 3 years earlier, I'd watched Mira come home from a disastrous pitch meeting, mascara streaked, voice shaking. Her company was weeks from folding. Payroll, rent, vendors. Everything was overdue. "How much keeps it alive?" I asked. She laughed through tears. "700 grand, might as well wish for $1 million. I logged in and wired $700,000. From my dad's inheritance, the money he'd saved swinging a hammer for 30 years. No contracts, no terms, just love and blind faith. Then I became her unpaid everything, rebuilt her website, designed the brand, set up the CRM, negotiated vendors, guaranteed the office lease. Even bought the stupid expensive espresso machine for client impressions. I worked nights to cover our bills while she networked. It paid off. Clients came. Magazines called. Mira was suddenly a comeback story. This Europe trip was supposed to be our celebration. Then Eleanor, my mother-in-law and lifelong hater, slid herself into the plans. Then Mira's sister, Tessa. Fine, I told myself. It'll still be fun. Until I opened the Europe Squad group chat. Spa days, shopping tours, wine therapy appointments, reservations for 3. Sunset dinners for just us girls. I was being edited out of my own celebration. And then came the text. The shark I called my friend Jordan, who put me in front of Priya, a corporate attorney with a smile like a switchblade. "You funded. The company built the infrastructure, guaranteed the lease," she said, flipping through my emails and bank statements. "She owns the brand on paper, but you own the engine." Translation. The website and hosting were in my account. The payment pipes pointed through my logins, our accountant worked for me, the vendor contracts used my email, and I was still the guarantor on the lease. "Do you want to be paid out?" Priya asked. "Or do you want it over?" "Over," I said. Her smile turned wicked. "Then we remind them that family cuts both ways. Cold work revenge is better cold." And itemized. Froze the shared business card I'd opened. "Possible fraudulent charges while my wife is abroad," I told the bank. Reclaimed admin access to the site and systems I built. Nothing crashed. I just became the gatekeeper. Had our accountant send a cheery note about restructuring and pulled 3 years of financials, switched every vendor subscription to require my approval for charges. Then I listed my house, bought pre-marriage and never deeded to her, on Airbnb. A tech collective booked it for the exact week the ladies were due home. Pool, grill, bar stocked to the brim. 800 a night, minimum 7 nights. Sold out in hours. For the main act, Priya set up a meeting with an acquisition firm that eats boutique travel agencies for breakfast. I handed them client lists, revenue reports, passwords, vendor contacts, the works. By Friday, they wired cash for the operational assets, systems, data, and revenue streams. Mira could keep the brand name and Instagram. Everything that made money now belonged to someone else. Touchdown. They came home early, jet-lagged, sun-kissed, and smug. Just in time to meet a stray coder retrieving a frisbee from our hedges. "Thanks again," he chirped. "Your place is perfect for team building. Connor had the bar fully stocked. Lifesaver." Mira turned to me, eyes like ice. "What is this?" I handed her 2 papers. "Airbnb agreement and the deed. My house." Her hands shook. "You rented out our home?" "My home. I said, while it was empty. She unfolded the second packet and went pale. You sold my company. I sold the parts I built and paid for, I said in Priya's calm legal tone. The engine. You still own the logo. Eleanor made a choking sound. You're punishing her over a vacation? You said it was a family trip, I replied. Message received. I stopped acting like family. Mira tried to salvage it. Let's go inside and talk. No, I said, and meant it. The quiet. The voicemails came, angry, bargaining, desperate. I let them all expire. I registered Connor and Quiet, an operations consultancy for small businesses, and signed my first clients, one of the very tech bros who'd love my logistics. Mira eventually showed up at my office. I'm sorry, she started. I thought you'd always be there. There it was, the truth. I wasn't a partner. I was a utility. No, I said, not anymore. She came again months later, different this time, smaller, honest. The new owners kept everything that worked, she admitted. Turns out the only valuable part was the part you built. I tried to start over, I can't. I'm consulting now, it's better. And I'm sorry I didn't see you. Do you hate me? She asked. I don't feel anything about you, I said, and watched that land. It wasn't cruelty. It was closure. She nodded. You deserve to be happy. After I am. The calendar's full, the view's good, and the espresso machine hums without needing to impress anyone. I learned the difference between being needed and being valued, between being useful and being loved. They went to Europe without me. I moved on without them. Turns out living well isn't revenge. It's just finally choosing yourself. To ask ChatGPT.